Hi there. Welcome to today's Self-Love Wisdom. I'm Katie Phillips and I founded the School of Self-Love. And I know I promised to do the Self-Love Wisdom at 5 o'clock every Friday, and I am half an hour late today. And I hope you'll forgive me that. I was on a call with a client and, actually with a potential client, and her story sharing was beautiful, and I was holding the space for that, and that was not something that could be rushed or moved forward. And so thank you for allowing me to show up late today, but I am here. And I'm just tuning in right now to how I'm really feeling, because today's, and if you're joining on Facebook, and I can see a few of you are, please do say hello so I know who I'm speaking to. I'd love to know. Same on Instagram. Thank you for joining. I'm tuning into how I'm feeling right now because, well, honestly, I've just had 2 back-to-back calls which have actually energized me and have me feeling better. But boy, oh boy, oh boy, have I been feeling the heaviness the last couple of days. In fact, I've been feeling it most of the week and ignoring it for the first few days of the week. And then yesterday and today, cannot ignore it. Hi, Pelia. Good to have you, Dylan. Hi, Izzy. Good to have you too. Last couple of days, haven't really been doing a lot of work. Been really, really honoring, acknowledging, and allowing how I've been feeling and what I've come to realize, because I didn't know what I was feeling. I didn't know why I was feeling angry, why I was feeling so sad, why I kept crying, why I've been feeling so exhausted, like through the floor, exhausted, tired. And I realized today I'm feeling the collective consciousness. I'm feeling the pain, which is as a privileged white woman, it's quite hard to say this because it's a little bit like, who the hell am I to feel this? This has not been my experience. And yet, what I'm realizing is energetically, we're all one. Yeah, energetically, we're all connected. We're all the same. We're all hooked in to each other. And there's a massive percentage of the human population right now that's in immense pain. And they have been for all their lives and for generations upon generations, and they are feeling that right now. And so I'm feeling it, and I wonder if you are too. And I've felt there's been a real call this week for people with a platform to speak up and to come forward in support and solidarity and a commitment to change, and to change systemically what's been going on for forever and for too long. And I haven't spoken up except to share what I've been seeing that has resonated with me and that I felt is powerful, and I've been doing that. And what I had to stay true to is, while I agree it's important to share and to take a stand and to speak up and against any level of racism, I also really truly believe, and I have to walk my talk in this, I teach and coach and speak to this idea of living transformationally. And when I talk about living transformationally, what that means is living, it's like a process of full acknowledgement and awareness of what's going on, moving into a full feeling of that, like a full-bodied feeling it, allowing yourself the time and space to honor what you're acknowledging and the awareness, and just feeling it, and feeling it for as long as you need to feel it until you move through it and out the other side, which then puts you in a position to move into a space of forgiveness of self, forgiveness of others, and then moving into a more intentional, conscious space of, well, how am I using this, and what do I need to change and shift? How am I moving forward with this, me as a new person, because I've just transformed something. I'm living transformationally. And I have to put that into practice. I can't not put that into practice. So while there has been a loud call to stand forward and speak up around this subject of racism, I've been in my process and I couldn't rush it. That said, while I do believe it's important to honor your process and to speak from an empowered place, and a woman speaks from an empowered place when she's cleaned up her side of the street and she's done her work, she's done the awareness and the acknowledgement creation, she's felt it, she's moved into forgiveness, then she from an empowered place can speak her truth. While that's important to honor, I'm also very, very aware that we have taken too long to speak up, and the time is now. And while you must allow your process and you must speak from the truth of your heart when you're ready, don't leave it too much longer, right? There will be a time and a place for you to step forward and speak and share and take action in a way that feels good and true for you. And don't allow yourself to, as I could have done, by the way, I could feel it in me. I could have allowed my process to have taken too long out of fear of actually coming forward, out of fear of actually taking action. And so, don't allow your process to be a resistance to just taking the leap and doing what you know you need to do. And you know what you need to do. And that's really what I wanted to share today. I mean, I've been feeling incredible discomfort this week. And then I was on a live today with, you might know Ben Bidwell. He's known as the Naked Professor on Instagram. I sat in his live for an hour today. He was with his friend Chuma. And Chuma was sharing that he's been in discomfort since the day he was born. And that really resonated. As in, I say resonated, not that I can relate, but it hit a chord for me. He has been in discomfort since the day he was born, and he was sharing stories of his life as a Black man living in London, working towards becoming a lawyer, and all the different challenges he faced just because he's a Black man. And I was like, holy shit. Here's me thinking I'm uncomfortable to embrace this concept and move to a space of knowing what action I can take and speaking my truth. And that discomfort pales into insignificance when you consider what his whole life has been and what all Black people live with from the day that they're born. So it was a very humbling moment to hear him say that today, actually. So I guess my message today is, well, it's not really a message so much as a sharing and honesty of where I've been at this week, how I've been feeling, the heaviness of it. And the importance, I think, because I think a lot of us are feeling a bit kind of stressed and anxious to do the right thing and say the right thing, and are concerned because so many people that I've witnessed who've so bravely stood up and spoken and shared their truth, and how they've been shouted down and bullied and told that they're wrong and they didn't get it quite right. But bloody hell, they're trying. And it's a learning curve for so many of us. But it's about bloody time we learned. It's about bloody time we stopped turning a blind eye. And for me, this week has been a process of awareness creation, reading, listening, watching, taking notes, and then feeling it, allowing myself the full time and space to just sit in it and feel it and feel all of it. Knowing that what I'm feeling just for a few days this week is largely the experience of the majority of Black people since the day they were born. And then moving into a space of forgiveness of myself and of others around this whole piece. Forgiveness of myself, actually, in this is a big one. I should have known better. I should have done more. And then moving into a space of being able to speak my truth around it. And I'm still not able to fully speak out. This is my first step. But as the founder of the School of Self-Love, and as a woman who teaches people to live transformationally, I wanted to just show up and model to you that that's how I am moving through this at the moment, is using this transformational work. And it's brought me to a place to at least be able to share this with you today, which feels important. And so however you're feeling, if you're feeling the weight, I honor you and I acknowledge you. And it's because you're feeling the heaviness of the planet, and so we should feel it. So we should know it and know the pain of it that so many people on our planet are feeling every single day. We should know it, and then we must take a stand and support our fellow humans, because we're all in this together and we're all trying to do our best. And quite frankly, it's not been good enough, and it's time that it changes. So yeah, thank you for joining. I hope there's some wisdom in what I've shared today, but I got to be honest, I am not feeling particularly wise at the moment. I'm feeling like I know nothing. I feel like I know nothing at all. And that makes me sad. It's time to learn, it's time to change, it's time to take action. And I'm committed to that. So let's do that together. I'm sending you a lot of love. Here's to self-love, here's to living transformationally, and here's to loving everybody unconditionally without any judgment. I'm all for it. Have a beautiful weekend. See you later. Bye.